All right. What's up, everybody? My name is Austinator, the host of the GameBreakers podcast, and with me today I have a very special guest, the best improv teacher, in my opinion, Mr. Paul Burke.
Austin, so glad to be here. I'm going to pretend this is the first time recording the intro,
Yes.
and I'm going to, yep, this is the first time we didn't mess up. This is the
Yeah.
original one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah. Who
hmm
who messes up stuff? Like we're perfect.
Yeah, that's what improv teaches. Everything's perfect. You can make everything work, and we did.
Okay. Before I start anything, I want to give a really big shout out to the four people in the audience right now. That's actually the most I've ever had. So thank you, Marcus, CK, JV, Sammy. Thank you, all of you, for coming out. You're amazing. Um,
That's a nice group. That's an
it's
awesome group of
it's an
people.
amazing group. Um,
Look at that.
if you have any thoughts or you just want to speak, not speak, if you have any thoughts or you want to say anything, there is a podcast discussion room right above this voice room. You just plop down your ideas, your thoughts, whatever you want, and um, we might we might talk back, we might not. It really depends on what you say. So say some good things. Um,
Wait, Austin, hold on a second. People might be listening to this on YouTube. Are you saying you did not originally record this on YouTube?
oh, Paul, I'm so glad you asked. I did not originally do this on YouTube. If you look at the top line in the description on YouTube, you will see a link to my Discord. We do this live. We record these live every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So be there.
Yeah, and if you've ever wondered how many rooms can a Discord server tolerate before melting down Discord, find out. Get in, get in to this Discord server.
Now you got me curious.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you got over 30.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. It's only 38.
Wow.
And
All
some of
right.
those you can't even see because they're staff stuff. Actually, you,
Oh,
you might be able to see them because you're a moderator, but some
yeah,
people
I
can't see
probably
them.
can. Oh, yeah, there they are. Moderator only.
Oh, is that the only one you can see? It's moderator only?
I can also see recording chat.
Okay. But you don't see admin chat or anything else?
Nope, don't have that level.
Okay, well, I will give you that level.
Awesome.
Okay. The only one that I really need you to see is audit logs.
Hmm.
Why are we talking about this when we have a podcast to talk about?
I don't know. We can cut this out in post.
I could, but everybody likes tangents.
Oh, well, they're going to love this show then because that's nothing. I'm just a bunch of tangents.
Yes, we are. And I'm a bunch of secants.
You ever see? I see what you did.
I
If you if
and
you
I
know
took.
math out there, you're loving that joke.
I'm sorry. I stole that from JV yesterday.
You know what I am? I am like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, how he's just a compilation of a bunch of little bugs. Spoiler alert, he's just a bunch of little bugs. If you never see the movie, go treat yourself. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
That is me. I am just a collection of tangents. Like if you unzipped me, I'm just a bunch of tangents. Don't do that. That would look horrifying.
Yeah. So I already ruined um half my audience last, or maybe it was we brought it down to a quarter. I lost a quarter of my audience last stream, so I'll lose another half of my audience this stream. I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Oh my gosh.
Like I've seen
Man,
the
that is
beginning and I've seen bits and pieces of the middle, but I've never watched it all the way through.
oh my gosh. Treat yourself. It is a gem of a film. It is one of the best stop motion animation films. It was one of the first to like make people realize, oh, you can do a lot. Tim Burton, you creative genius. Well, it's a little bit of Tim Burton, but I also know he took a lot of the credit, but he wasn't the driving force behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
But the world of Nightmare Before Christmas, like the world and everything, it's beautiful and it's really cool. Like you have trees that you can go to any season. So like the world around that they built is amazing.
Austin, I'm sensing a transition that's
I
about to happen.
really? Because like, I can't sense that transition. No, there's definitely transition there. So
Oh
today,
yeah.
today we're talking about the video game worlds, just the world of video games. Um, let's see, how do I? It's a good way to put this. Just what worlds would Paul and I survive in, and what worlds we would
Yes.
die instantly in.
Yeah, where would we thrive? Where would be our happy place? And where would be the place, our sad place?
Mm-hmm.
A very short sad place because we'd probably die very quickly in
Oh,
certain places.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a list, we got some ideas, and we'll explore it. Because listen, some of these things on my list, I'm like, I don't know where I should put that. It seems like a nice place, but I would I want to live there? So I'd be curious. I'm curious about your thoughts on these two.
All right, and I'm curious about your thoughts on my list that I definitely made, and I am not pulling out of my head.
Look at that. We should do a podcast episode about this.
Really? Oh, that'd be an
Yeah,
amazing idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay, so how about I let my guests start with their first thing? Let's start with a world that you would that your happy place, one where you think that you would strive.
Perfect. So I have this broken down into three sections. I have worlds I would like to live in, worlds I would die instantly in, and then places I'd visit at the most perfect moment, but I wouldn't want to live in it. So, like vacation destinations, places to live, places I'd die, and then basically vacation destinations. So, um, I would like, listen, I understand not the most ideal time. There's there's things like I don't think penicillin was invented yet.
Oh no.
Ooh, don't quote me, not sure. But Red Dead Redemption
Oh,
seems like seems like a really fun place. Like I could be a train conductor. That seems like a fun job. I could just ride the rails. Um, I could I could work at a saloon, just listening to people's stories, serving drinks. I think Red Dead Redemption, it seems like a fun place. So if you're unfamiliar, also CK, Sammy, JV, Marcus, everybody else, the hundreds of people listening after this recording, if you're unfamiliar with Red Dead Redemption, it takes place in the Old West. I think it's around the year 1900. It's like 1900 to 1905 when the Old West as you know it is like transitioning. The transcontinental railroads coming through, so there's like a lot of transition. The world is changing, so you have parts of the map are like really really nice. Like there's this very like genteel New Orleans location, and then also there's swampy backwoods, and then there's like the frontier sort of like California vibe location. I think personally, I'd probably live in this like the New Orleans location. I think swampiness, I'd probably get eaten by an alligator and die. Pretty confident that would happen. But I feel like the New Orleans, I could do that. Cobblestone streets, top hats. I'm down. I'm down for that.
I have an answer for you.
Oh please, because I was rambling for quite a while. I realized they're on the back end of that statement.
Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 2 is set in 1899.
Okay.
And then Red Dead Redemption 1, the epilogue was in 1907, and the
Got
main
it.
game is 1911.
Oh, the main game is 1911. Interesting. Okay.
But there is one issue with what with your thing, with Red Dead, the world of Red Dead.
Wait, there's an issue? What's the issue?
There's a mild spoiler in this:
Okay. Be careful,
tuberculosis.
everybody. Yeah, see, that's listen, I understand like that is my main concern that so many things that can be dealt with now everybody's just kind of shrugged back in the day, being like, I don't know how to fix this. Try bleeding him. So,
You're
um,
not wrong though.
yeah, I'd be like, I don't know, take some blood out. Probably some bad blood is the issue. So I I get it. Like I get it. Like there are so many ways to die back in the day. So, but horses, but horses,
But
Austin,
horses, but
but
horses.
horses. They're so nice unless they kick you.
But they're still cute. Whether they
They
kick,
are,
whether they kick you in the face and give you a mild concussion, they're still cute.
yeah, that's true.
I'm not talking from
Um,
experience though. Definitely not.
have you been kicked by a horse?
I actually haven't been kicked by a horse, but I fell off a horse while riding it,
Ooh, that's hard. That's
and
rough.
I was like 8, so it hurt. But like then it hurt, but I was young, so like I had I could heal from it pretty quick.
That's true because at 8 years old, you're like Wolverine. You
hmm
just heal up fast.
I got
Not
that.
like when you get older, you just heal like a regular person.
I got that X factor.
Yeah, there you go. You got that X gene.
hmm
So I would say Red Dead Redemption seems like a fun place. Also, you I sometimes I get very tired of like looking at my phone and falling into that habit of like checking my messages and checking my email and not to sound like one of those people like back in the day it was better where nobody could get a hold of you. Um, but I do like the idea that you didn't have to always be in contact with people.
hmm But
So
but then back in the day, you couldn't have podcasts about video games.
that's true. This would never exist. Austin, we would never know each other in Red Dead Redemption times
No, we wouldn't. You're right. Because I would never go to California.
unless you were like on a wanted poster for like stealing corn and I had to go hunt you down.
Yep.
And then and then on the way back, on the way well, on the way back as I took you to jail, we had a conversation. We're like, you know what? We should do a show. Uh, we should we should just go to places and just do a show. And you'd be like, What do you mean?" I'd be like, "Well, we could just talk. We could just like yell into the air as people walk by." So
We could improvise.
yeah, and that was the first podcast.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
And the first improv scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Both of our careers.
this is exciting. So I would say Red Dead. First place I would like to live is probably Red
It
Dead.
is,
How
it is
about
a
you?
good. Okay, so I'm gonna
No, no, no.
first
Sorry.
off,
What were you gonna say?
I'm
No,
a
you don't have to rush.
I was gonna praise you, but you know,
Oh,
I was gonna say that Red Dead's a really good option, but you know, it doesn't matter, does it? No, no, Red Dead's a really good choice. My choice is gonna be Stardew Valley. Like
oh.
just a nice peaceful world where nothing goes wrong except for a corrupt mayor who wants to steal everybody's stuff and be the best that he could be. There's nothing going on in the and I guess there's also things in the mines that can kill you, but like who cares? Like that's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's like slime monsters and bats and mad bats that will attack you, and there's also what is there? Crabs that live under rocks. You know, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Yeah. You can deal with crabs. You can deal with all those things.
Yes. Hashtag you can deal with crabs.
You can deal with crabs. Crabs. Yeah.
That just makes me.
Hashtag. Yeah, you'll survive crabs.
That just makes
Hashtag.
me
You know.
think of Ryan Reynolds. No, it wasn't Ryan Reynolds. Why would I think Ryan Reynolds? Brian Deckert, who did his thing where he's like, "Yeah, I'm crabby." It's so
Also,
funny.
Austin, I want you to know it's okay to think about Ryan Reynolds. Don't, get
Oh
in
no,
line. I think about Ryan Reynolds too.
Ryan Reynolds all the time. Like he's just a man who is amazing.
He is. He is.
Ryan
I,
Reynolds is a man.
so here's a great thing about Ryan Reynolds. Like he is the testament to, hey, if you find your thing, just keep doing that to the best of your ability. Because like
hmm
he is the same in every role. Like he is just Ryan Reynolds.
hmm
He is just since two guys in a pizza place. Like he is just the cat. doing his Ryan Reynolds thing. It doesn't matter if it's the proposal. It doesn't matter if it's free guys. Uh, yeah, he just keeps doing his thing, and people love it. And more power to the guy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
So find your thing. Find your thing, everybody.
As JV
Um,
says in chat, hashtag keep doing the thing.
yeah. Hashtag the thing with the thing. Thanks, JV. Come up with those killer hashtags for our social game.
Hashtag you know that thing.
Yeah, these hashtags are going to trend, so get on it.
But
That's a good pick.
but
That's a great pick.
another thing that I have for Stardew Valley, horses.
There you go. Horses. You can't. You gotta love them. Um,
Hang on.
and
I gotta call Sammy out for this. Sammy, you just saw this chat. Like you've been watching for 4 episodes and you just saw this chat.
anybody listening, just so you know, Sammy's even done an episode on this show. Sammy's like, oh, this chat exists. So that's pretty funny that he didn't even know this. Oh, Sammy, hilarious.
Sammy, I love you, man.
The great thing about Stardew Valley 2 is that the game literally begins by saying, "Hey, I need to change my life. I need to go take care of this farm." And you leave your kind of busy life behind and take off.
But your
Don't you get
grandpa dies.
fired?
No,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
quit. Like you
Oh, you
in
quit.
mild
Okay.
spoiler, but like not that big of a spoiler. In the beginning of Stardew, you're in a never-ending job. You're in an office. Like it's tearing you down. You don't like it. It's just same thing every day. So you just want to get out of it. You want to do something new. So you open up a letter that you got from your dead grandpa. Not dark at all.
There you
Oh, also,
go.
Woody from Toy Story works like 2 cubicles behind you. But
I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
it's either 2 behind you or 2 in front of you. There's a dead guy in front of you, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
The
don't
game's
remember that.
the game is a little dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a letter from your dead grandpa that encloses the title to his farmhouse in
Okay.
located in Stardew Valley.
So you quit your job, and then so I think it's setting you up to love the environment even more because it's like get out of the regular hustle and bustle, try something different, and fall in love with this place.
Mm-hmm.
And wear your dead grandfather's clothes. Do you wear your dead grandfather's clothes? Like, is the house empty or has it got your old grandfather's stuff in it? Like, where are
That's
you getting your clothes?
that's not what I'm worried about. The thing I'm worried about is the moment you get there, Mayor
Yeah,
Lewis is already in your house.
that's true. What was he after? Do you ever
And
find out?
and every night he comes to your house to clean out a bin. How do you know he's not looking through your windows to watching you sleep?
What a perv.
I Mayor Lewis is one of my least favorite characters. Another one that I do not like is Pierre, the general store manager.
I don't think I've met Pierre,
He,
but
uh,
I need to play it more, I think.
you definitely have met Pierre. The general store right now, like where you are supposed to buy your seeds, not from Joja.
Oh, okay, yes, then I
Yeah,
have. I have met Pierre.
yeah. I
Why
don't.
don't you like Pierre?
Okay, so if you sell your stuff directly, your produce directly to him,
Okay.
he will claim it as his own, like he grew it, and then he'll mark up the price
What a monster.
and then sell it back to you.
CK is asking what are we talking about? So there's a game CK called Stardew Valley, which is a top-down like farm simulator, but so much more. It's also a perv simulator where this guy shows up every night to empty your bin. Is that like a trash bin?
I don't think it's a trash bin because your trash is somehow in your inventory. You can just like throw stuff away when you're out in the middle of nowhere. There's
Got it.
literally a trash can in your inventory.
Yeah, JV, a perv simulator. So, you know. You know what's gross is that probably exists. A perv simulator probably
You know
exists.
what? I don't want to.
100% I bet.
I don't want to look this up, but I'm gonna get on Steam and look.
Well, okay. Well, boy, watch out. My God, there's a lot of weird stuff on Steam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Don't look. It's a crazy world out there.
Yes, Sammy, it is better than Callie's Fish Game. I will fight you on that. But Callie's Fish Game is really fun.
It is a good game. So that's a great pick. Stardew Valley is a good.
Yeah,
I like that.
and horses. So
And horses, you know. Um. So let's see. Would you like a world I'd like to live in, or a world I'd die instantly in?
let's go with the world you like to live in. We'll leave the die instantly for last because there's a lot of those for me.
Okay. So I think a world I'd like to live in, because it seems like a good vacation destination. It's got a lot of barrels. I'm a big fan of barrels. Um, a lot of adorable animals. I'd say Donkey Kong Island.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
There you go. As soon as I said barrels, you're like, what? That's, yeah. I think it seems like a lovely place. It's got some nice caves. It's got some nice water worlds. It's, um, everything seems very high, suspended in the air, and barrels seem to be the major mode of transportation. But it seems like a pretty place. And that soundtrack, oh, that sweet, sweet Donkey Kong background soundtrack. You
Okay,
know, I
so
don't,
here's a question I have for you. Um,
yeah,
if you're in said world, do you just hear the music in your head,
yeah, that's a great
or is it
question.
just like it's just like there's giant speakers in the sky that blare the music?
I think you just hear it in your head. I think it's environmental. I
Unless you
think
go to
it's
your
just,
settings and turn it off.
yeah, exactly. You go to the settings in the world and you're like, no, thanks. I want something else.
What
I
if
want to
that
play.
was what if that
Yeah.
was like what you could do in real life? You just open up a menu like a cogwheel, like you just open up like I don't know how to put this. Let's just say you just touch a cogwheel and you open up a settings menu and you can
Mhm.
change the settings of your life, like making life easier.
When it's 10 o'clock at night, you're like, no, I want it brighter outside. I had things to do.
So you
So you
just
just
turn up
go in there and like, you turn up the brightness. Yeah.
your gamma.
Mm hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Life should have a settings menu. That'd be fantastic.
Though if we're doing that and going back to Stardew, in the summertime I would get very annoyed with the music.
Oh, now I'm really curious. I don't remember what the music. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out.
It's very upbeat and I'm not very upbeat in the summertime.
You're a dark morose fella.
It's too
A
hot.
lot of emo music. Why in summer? Are you like upbeat in winter and fall?
Yeah, I am.
Interesting.
Cuz that's like perfect temperature right there.
That is. I won't. Yeah, that's 100% true. Summer weather does. It sucks. I'm not a fan. No thanks. Um, that is true. Fall is the best.
You're
Fall and
also in
winter.
California where it's a lot hotter than where I am.
That's true. And my fall and winter are like probably your first day of fall, and then it gets probably much colder
Yeah,
over there.
winter. I think the coldest it's gotten in winter was like 35 below in my lifetime.
Wait, what? 35 below?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was cold.
oh, we've pretty much got to 35 here.
35?
And
That's not even freezing.
no, it will occasionally get freezing, but very quickly warm up like by 9 a.m. But boy, everybody will complain. No, it doesn't get very cold here. So, nope.
35 is
35.
35 is pretty comfortable.
35 is like for here, it's people's hellscape. Like here, people complain like at like if it's like 50 degrees, like, oh man, it's so cold. Yeah.
I'm going to go to California in like the winter time wearing shorts and t-shirt and everybody's going to be in
Yeah.
their jackets.
And they'll just point at you and be like, well, there's another Indiana fella just rolling
Yeah,
through California.
I'll be eating some Near corn on my way.
That's true. Quilinka, is that how I say it?
I just
Is
call
that
her
how I say your
you just
name?
say Quill.
Quill. You're right. We do have a lot of fires over here too. There's no shortage of that. So everything's on fire. So welcome to California.
Quill, I thought you lived in Atlantis. How do you get fire in Atlantis? Sorry,
Oh, you live in Atlanta.
that's an inside joke.
Well, I hope it is, unless this person sincerely is telling you they live in Atlantis, in which case this person's crazy. So,
I mean, she is, but
oh, okay, gotcha.
okay. So let's go back to okay. So you said Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong
Yes,
Island, not country.
I would even take the country. I'm open to the country. I'm open to the island. I'll take it all. It just seems like a nice world.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, so my turn. A world that I would like to live in. Um, I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy 15 because, like, I mean, first off, chocobos. Instead of horses, you have chocobos, which are adorable.
That's true. Good call. Good call.
And then, like, 15, you don't have random battles. Like, you know where the enemies are. You know where safe points are. The only thing you can't do is drive at night, which is fine because I don't like driving at night to begin with.
Is so I don't play. Here's the thing, and this might lose you listeners. I've never played a Final Fantasy game in my life.
That's fine. Neither is James.
Final Fantasy 15, is that where the boy band is just cruising around in a car?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, got it. Okay, I just wanted to know what I'm trying to think of.
That's actually a
So,
very good description of it.
just just the boy band, just BTS cruising around.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's about it.
There you go. Interesting. Okay, cool. It looks like a very beautiful world. It looks like a very beautiful world.
JV in chat just goes, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it, JV. Little Backstreet Boys. Thank you
Rock
very
your
much.
body.
Mm-hmm. And Quill says we must fear them. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Well,
Quill can get kind of scary.
okay, speaking of scary, how about that transition? Or
Ooh.
did you have more to share
No,
about
that
Final
was a
Fantasy?
great transition. We're going with that.
Um, places I would die. Let's be real. I'm gonna be real. The Gears of War world of Sarah, forget it. Game over. Gears of War, creatures coming out of the ground, giant, giant lumbering creatures with like mechanical guns on their back. Forget it. I'm not making it a day in that world. So can't do it.
Okay, so I have a little story with that. Is a good. That's a first off. That's a good pick. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Gears of War, but I've seen stuff and like no, not gonna happen.
Also, here's the other problem with Gears of War too. I'm a big guy. Gears of War is all about running and hiding behind things and then shooting. I can't get cover. There's not things big enough to cover me. So I would die instantly. I would try to hide behind a wall and they'd be like, "We can see you. You're dead."
Yeah.
Yep. So,
So
oh, Marcus, you should play that game. Listen, while I may not survive in Gears of War, oh, it's such a great game. So, yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna say mine, but after I say this, JV, what is House Party?
Oh, so I've seen a clip of this. House Party, I've never played it, and I'm not really sure the premise of it, but House Party is literally where I think, just go to a party and try to meet people.
But that doesn't sound fun. Like I can just go to an actual party. Oh, is it my internet going out?
No, I don't think it was your fault. Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. You cut out. Can you say what you said again?
Oh, I just said that I think what you said is great. Like, yeah, you can just go to a real party. Wait a second. JV, is it like a hookup simulator? Is that because JV just said in chat, and when you say meet, yeah, well, meet. Like, is it a hookup simulator? Oh, okay. It's a hookup simulator. Okay, no thanks. Not for me. But yeah, house party. You just meet people at a house party.
Okay, so CK asked a really good question that we're gonna answer later on in the Q&A, but right now I got to tell you the game that I would die immediately in.
Oh yeah, please.
And I have a little story behind this because I talked to Paul about kind of about what I'm doing this today. So um I forgot I'm not home right now. I am at my grandparents' house. The grandparents that hates Paul. Um Little inside joke there. But I forgot my mouse pad at home. So and I'm on a bed right now. So like mice don't work really well on fuzzy blankets. So I had to improvise with my with my mouse pad. So right now I'm using a video game case, and it's actually my choice to to the video game world that I would die immediately in, and that's Dead by Daylight.
That's hands down the best choice. That one did not even cross my mind. You even told me you were using that as a mouse pad, and that didn't even factor in. But you are so right. Like, what a nightmare world to live in.
I'm I'm horrible. Um, I'm horrible at the game to begin with, as a player, but to be an
Hmm.
avatar and actually have to I'm not very good when it comes to like a killer with a knife gonna stab me, or a demogorgon trying to eat me, or whatever's going on. A mass chainsaw man trying to steal my flesh. So many killers.
I have a friend who she is so good at Dead by Daylight. She tells me about other Twitch channels that she watches, and these channels talk about strategy by the numbers and by the statistics of what works. And like she is so good at it that she will ask to play sometimes. She's like, "Hey, do you want to play sometimes?" And I am so embarrassed to play with her because I'm like, "Listen, I am I am the worst teammate in the world. I am trash at this game. I am dead all the time. You will do nothing but try to get me off that meat hook." But she is like so skilled. It's impressive to play with a skilled player in that world.
You should, tell me who she is so like we could play so she could teach me how to play.
Oh, she would. She would like, you know what she should do? She should go on Fiverr and offer people to like train
Oh,
people.
that's amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
but now that we're on the topic of Dead by Daylight,
Yes.
do you play killer or survivor?
I play Survivor because I feel guilty about killing people.
Okay, we should probably say this to the 5 people in chat that don't know what we're talking about. Um,
Great call.
Dead by Daylight is a online. I guess it'd be an online multiplayer game. I think that's what it is. It's
Hmm.
like it's an arena based game. It's an arena game where you have one killer and you have 4 survivors. The killer's goal is to sacrifice all the survivors to the entity that's above, and the survivor's goal is to repair 5 generators and escape before they die.
Yeah.
It is
Great summary. Yeah.
it is on all platforms, including mobile, but the mobile one is very hard to play.
And I die on all of them. I'm no good on any of them. So, but
It
yeah, so I like to play. Here's the thing. I like to play as a survivor because I figure at least if I'm one of the five, my garbageness will be hidden amongst the five. If I am a garbage killer, I am the only killer. So it becomes very apparent who is the worst player on this in this game. So that's one reason I like to play Survivor too.
That's actually fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
CK, did you see CK doing Destiny Child GIF? That's pretty funny.
I
Yeah,
saw the meat hook. I can't see the other one.
that's pretty great, CK. Thanks.
Um, so who do you main as a survivor? Like, do you have a certain survivor you always are?
See, I don't even know names. I'm the dorky guy with glasses who's like skinny.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't have any DLCs, so you're just the base pack, and I don't remember anybody.
Yeah, I'm just basic. I'm a basic guy. I look like the guy who's going to become the creator of Facebook or the creator of some sort of tech company who's like, oh no, I'm alone out here. I'm going to die.
Is it Dwight? I think it might be Dwight.
Probably. Yeah, CK, that's true. The tribe has spoken every time I play that game, and I am death
That's
straight up
yep.
every time.
That's exactly who you described. You're 100. I believe you play as Dwight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no, where's another generator? Yeah, that's me.
is that you?
That's me.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that guy who's trying to get his tech round A startup funding, but got stuck in a game.
So I play a little bit of both. I play killer and survivor.
Well, well, well.
When I
Nice.
am when I'm the killer, I main the Demogorgon, who
Oh,
from Stranger
that's
Things.
that's so hard.
It's so fun.
That is so hard to fight.
And then, which CK wins immunity. Yep, 100%. When I play Survivor, I main Steve Harrington, also from Stranger Things. Only,
Nice.
and I don't play Steve for his perks or anything. I play Steve because he just sounds hilarious. The voices, the sounds he makes when he gets hooked,
Mm.
it's just is the best.
You're just playing it for audio files? That's hilarious. That's funny. Um, Good pick, man. You're making all my other picks. Yeah,
You know,
that's I think that's by far the best.
your hooks or your
Um,
hooks. Wow, your picks are pretty good.
I would say the other place I probably couldn't survive is Fallout. Like the Fallout
Oh, I
world.
no, I would not.
You know, you get like a scorpion coming after me, and I'm like, forget it. That's a gigantic scorpion hunting me down in the game Fallout. I'm dead. Um, I'd probably be so excited to see water. I wouldn't even check to see if it was like irradiated. I'd just drink it and then die. Be like,
Okay, so that's how I am in the game itself.
just drinking water. You see it and you drink it. Yeah. So
Um,
I wouldn't.
another game
Did you
that
have other?
another game
Yeah.
that I would not be very good in is the Walking Dead Telltale series.
Oh,
Only
good call.
because I would be like, I don't want to spoil anything. I would be the one that's just like is trying to save everybody else, and I get killed in the process. Because I'm just a nice guy. Not because like I am bad and can't run. It's definitely because I'm just nice and try to help everybody out.
You're too nice. You're like, hey, we can sort all this out. Let's not. Maybe we can turn these people. Maybe they can become good zombies. You know what I was thinking about zombies? It's funny. I was just thinking about zombies today. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Um, why not? Zombies, they don't tend to work together. They're all very solitary creatures. Like, they never think, hey, maybe I'm gonna listen. You zombies sweep to the right, and Group A, you sweep to the left, and Group B, you're gonna charge straight ahead, and we're gonna flank. Like if the zombies just learned how to coordinate amongst each other, like it's so interesting that like whatever transforms the person into a zombie also transforms the person into a very selfish person, like a very self-centered zombie, not thinking of others, not thinking of like, hey, there's enough meat, there's enough fresh meat here to go around. Why am I trying to hoard it all? Also, can I say this? And this is just me venting about zombies. What is the digestion system of a zombie? They're eating so much meat. Where is this going? Are they using the restroom? What's happening? Because if you there's too much. They're eating too much. Like if you somebody has to do this study, just give a
No,
zombie a ton of like meat, like previously dead meat. I'm not saying feed them a live body, but just see what happens. What happens?
no, I completely understand. Yeah.
Yeah, these are deep thoughts. Deep thoughts.
So I have a question. Not really. It's a hypothetical question. A theoretical. That's what I want. Theoretical question
Mm-hmm.
about the show. Who cuts the grass? Are
Oh,
zombies like, oh, I haven't eaten a person in days, so I'll just eat the grass
where is the grass well kept? I'm trying to think of where the grass is well kept.
on the side of the road?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
It's
Well,
like,
so here's the thing, Austin. I'll paint you a picture. When I was a child, the house I lived in, we lived by this gigantic hill in the back, not in our yard, but there was a hill behind our house. And we would often take our bikes and ride down this hill. And one time I crashed horribly and got tons of thorns stuck in my body. But that's another story for another day.
that sounds like fun.
And oh, it was a nightmare. It it was horribly painful. Um, would not recommend it to anybody. I literally crashed in the one area where there was just a thicket of thorns, and yeah, not pleasant. Um, but I will say this, the point of bringing this up is that every year the grass would grow yay high, maybe like a foot, and then, oh wait, you know what? I take it back. I'm an idiot. It got cut down. There was a giant mower that came by every year. Never mind. Oh boy, forget this. I thought I had something worthwhile sharing. This is not.
No, no, I'm interested. Keep speaking.
No,
This is a good.
it
It's
doesn't
story time.
matter.
It's story time.
Because, because where I thought my story was going is that the grass grows to a certain level, and then in the summer dies, and then in the spring grows again until it dies in the winter and then grows again in the spring. But I'm wrong because I realized that got mowed. We had somebody who came in and mowed it every year. So I take it back. I don't know. My point is, Austin, that you're right. Who the hell's mowing this grass?
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Okay. So, Sammy is very impatient and wanting it to be Q&A time. So I'm gonna take some more time to talk about something. I'm gonna take some more time to talk about something else just to make him mad. Um,
Oh, and Quill says, "Are we there yet?" Quill, how could you?
so there is this new segment that I wanted to start doing.
Okay.
Um, I talked to you about this last week when you came on as a guest when I was interviewing all my just interviewing my audience. CK, that is amazing. Um, amazing. But um, so as many of you know, I make my own sprites for my guest that comes on, and I wanted to start a new segment where I show my guest their sprite.
Nice.
So Paul, are you ready to see your sprite?
I would love to check this spread out. Let's see it.
Okay. I gotta. I hope this is the right one. It's the bigger file, so I hope it's. I think it is. It is. Okay, good. There we go.
Are you posting this on Discord?
Yes.
That is fantastic. I
Okay,
love it. I feel like I'm about to go boxing. That looks good.
but I made something else for you.
Okay.
A little accessory, if you will.
I my fists are so enormous. What? You made scribbles?
I of course made scribs.
Get out, my producer scribbles. Guys, if you don't know, I can't run my show by myself. My cat is my producer. That is amazing. I love it. You even got her green eye. That is so awesome. Oh, good work, my man. That is good stuff.
Thank you.
That is awesome work.
Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, how can we stall more so Sammy can't have Q&A?
It's killing. I think it's killing Sammy and it's killing Quill. They have questions or Quill saying talk about food. Oh boy.
I can go on forever about food. Food is my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but Paul's cat is unpaid. This no, Scripps is paid. Scripps is paid in food and attention and love
And shelter.
and
And
shelter.
yeah, so all those things. Yes, Sammy. Are you paying your people in shelter? Are you giving them a home to live in? Look at that, Sammy.
So
So
something that a lot of people haven't realized, I don't even know if Sammy has realized this. I changed Sammy's nickname in the chat. He is no longer Sammy Superstar. He is Sammy Superstar.
Sammy's um oh, Quill asked a good question. What kind of food? So this is quite a shift. And I would love to share the places I'd like to visit too. So
You know what?
that's
I can't tie this into a video game.
oh,
Overcooked.
food?
Yeah,
Oh,
Overcooked.
nice. Nice.
That'd be a fun world to go into.
That would be You know what though? That would be fun to visit. It would be a stressful world to live in
Oh,
because
very stressful. Yes, especially if you're
overcooked
by
is nice.
yourself.
Yes. Yeah, that would be, oh my gosh, cooking all that stuff. Also, if you're with other people, if you're living in that world, you cannot get away from them. And sometimes in overcooked, you get so frustrated with your friends, you're like, I gotta listen, I'm gonna need some time alone. But
Yeah,
but if you're living in that world, it's hard. Um, so wait, Sammy says the only food you can say you like is mac and cheese.
that's the only food I can say I like because Sammy Superstar is my troll.
Got it.
Because
Um,
mac and cheese.
oh, I see. I get it.
That was my
You know,
thing.
I can't. This is maybe the most boring answer in the world, but I feel like the burrito is such a great. I love a burrito. Burritos for me are like, I think burritos are popular too because they're like a present. Everybody loves a present. You unwrap it, you don't know what's inside. A burrito is kind of like a food present. You're there, you don't know what's inside of it. You know you ordered carnitas, but you don't know what other surprises are going to be inside. You know what gift you asked for Christmas, but you don't know what else is going to be in there. So I feel like a burrito is exciting because it feeds you actual food, but two, it's like a little surprise. You don't know what you're about to get into.
That is the best description of a burrito that I have ever heard.
So it gives you that little dopamine hit because you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get surprised and find some treasure," and that treasure is all edible.
I don't know what my favorite food is. That's like asking a mom to pick her favorite child. It's obviously the youngest, but they don't ever say it.
Well, Quill says you don't unwrap a burrito. Well, Quill, I unwrap a burrito the same way I open up all my gifts with my mouth. So that's
That
how I unwrap a burrito.
that's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, carnitas. Carnitas are the best.
Quill is Mexican, so
Oh, okay. Well, Quill, carnitas, I'm with you. I think what you're saying is carnita love. Yeah, they're the best.
okay.
Um, so places I'd like to visit. Would you like me to dive into that?
Places we'd like to visit? Yeah, let's do that. Let's deviate from Sammy's question Q&A because it's just
Oh,
Sammy.
what was his question? What was
No,
his
no, no, no,
question?
no. We're gonna skip Q&A. We're just not gonna. We're just gonna be mean to Sammy.
Well, I'll share these real fast and let's get back to Q&A because I don't, Sammy, I definitely want to like tackle
Yeah,
the
yeah.
question.
Sammy, we're gonna get to Q&A. We're still talking. This is probably the longest podcast that I've had because tangents and secants and
It's,
cotangents
so,
but it's fine.
so places I'd like to live, covered. Places I'd die instantly, covered. These are two places I'd like to visit and then get the hell out of there because everything goes bad. And here's the problem. A lot of worlds in video games I was thinking about, it's like, oh yeah, that would have been a great place until it all went to hell. Um, so the two places I'd like to go to are Rapture from BioShock,
Oh my god.
um, or the ships in Dead Space before it all goes to hell. Um, because Rapture is stunning and I love that style. And but of course it all goes sideways. And again, also if you never played BioShock or even BioShock Infinite, I love BioShock Infinite in Colombia. If I could live in the clouds, that's amazing too. But then I'd get the heck out of there before it all goes bad. And Dead Space is just cool because you get to you visit planets and interplanetary galactic travel. Yes, please. Without the aliens, yes, please. So those are places I like to visit and then get out before it all goes bad.
No CK, I haven't seen Free Guy. No spoilers, or else I will kick you.
Oh, it's so you are gonna love it, man. It is a great movie.
I'm waiting for it to come out on disc so I can rent it from Redbox.
Oh, cool. I think it's coming out pretty soon.
I hope it is. Another movie I want to
So
see is the new Venom movie coming out the 1st of October. It looks so good.
that looks really good. I am super excited about the new Bond. I've been waiting for so long for this movie to come out because it was originally going to come out like a while ago and then got pushed back. And oh, I'm very excited. Give me Bond, please.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So you want me to answer the same? I should probably answer the same question. What's a
yeah,
place that I'd like to
I
visit?
would love to know. I would love to know.
Um, I didn't actually have this one on my list that was in my head. So
You want to answer some questions, a little Q&A, and then come back to that one?
sure, let's do that. Yeah,
Cool.
let's do that. Wait. Let's not do that. I already have a place that I want to go. Um, one that I'd like to visit. I don't know if I'd want to stay there for very long, but one place I would like to visit is Animal Crossing. Like it's very
Nice.
very serene and cute and nice, but like I don't know. I don't think I'd.
It might be too much cute, too much overload.
Yeah, and bees attack you when you chop down trees.
Not great. And tarantulas attack you
Yeah,
when you pull weeds. Not great.
yeah. I mean, tarantula's that big? No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay, so now on to
All right.
Q and A. And no, Sammy, we are
Q&A
not bringing
time.
people up. You just have to ask and chat. I'm sorry.
Q&A time. Um, I didn't see any questions.
CK had a question a while back.
Oh, she did. You're right. What was it?
If you lived in a game and your avatar could be controlled by another gamer, famous or just a gamer you know, who would that be?
Mm,
So I think you're asking who would you want us to be control, or who would we want to be controlled by? I think that's the question that's being asked. And I just got to say Ryan Reynolds.
you you want to be controlled by Ryan Reynolds? I hear you. So this is like who would want us to who we'd want to control us.
Yeah,
Good question.
it's a very good question.
That is a great question. Um, boy, I'm if that's yeah. So I would say, you know who I'm really enjoying recently? I've been really enjoying is Tim the Tap Man. I've
Oh,
been enjoying that.
he's pretty funny.
He's a funny guy. I really enjoy that. So I figure like if he's controlling my avatar, I'm getting great comedy and good gameplay. Thank you, please. I'll take it.
Okay, so I'm gonna flip flop that question. Who's someone that you wouldn't want you to control you? And no offense, Paul, I really don't want you controlling me because like you're not the greatest.
I'm not. It's true. I'm not.
Actually, no, I take it back.
Depends.
I don't want Sammy. Sammy's the worst at video games.
I would definitely say my mom. She like you hand her a controller like a shooter or whatever, and it's just that comical like running into a wall because she just never plays games. So, um, so it's not really her fault because she never plays. But boy, that would be death real quick.
Now, if I was in Mario, I'd let my grandma control me, but any other game, no.
Nice.
My grandma's like extremely good at Super Mario Bros, and it scares me.
You know what's funny is my mom is surprisingly good. So shooters, not good at. She's surprisingly good at Mario Kart. Like she
Oh,
like gets like conceptually just gets it. And it's like, huh, how interesting. So yeah, I say if it's a shooter, not my mom. If it's Mario Kart, yep, mom, take it. Go for
so
it.
while we were talking about that question, I was thinking about it. Why? You know what? We could bring some people on if they want to. It's a Discord stage. Why can't? Why not? We'll pull a couple
It's
people
your
on.
show, sir. It's your show, sir.
Let's pull a couple people on. So let's go here. First person, Sammy Superstar, so I can kick him off immediately. I'm just joking. I won't kick you off. It is fun to kick him off, though. I agree with JV on that.
He had some good questions.
He did. That's why I want him on here to ask him himself. But he's
Oh,
not.
awesome. Love it.
He's not accepting the invite like you did.
Well, Sammy, if you don't know how to accept the invite, it's at the top of the Discord. So just
It's like
and I don't,
it's a big box that says invite or accept.
and I don't mean that sarcastically or anything. I honestly missed it completely. But it's just a bar up there that says accept.
JV, that's great. Sammy's napping.
That could be. He does enjoy his power naps. And even though he left a comment 3 minutes ago, that doesn't mean he's not power napping right now.
I mean, it's Sammy.
It very well could be.
Okay, so does anybody else have a question and want to come up? There's something that you can do called request to speak.
Oh, hello, JV. Hello, CK. Hello, Quill. Hello, Marcus. If you guys would like to jump on, you're more than welcome. But if not, no worries.
Yeah, if you want to come
I'm
on,
using.
sorry, I interrupted you. If you want to come
No,
on,
that's okay.
request to speak, and I can hop you up here. You just have to request yourself. If not, we can answer questions from chat.
And Sammy's on the phone closing deals, probably buying Max from a guy on the corner who's got a trench coat full of them.
Okay, well, while Sammy's on the phone, we'll just answer one of his questions, and then so Sammy's first question: what is your favorite game that you've ever played? Sammy, you asked this last week. I told you I can't just pick one. Can you pick your favorite, Mr. Burke?
Oh, yes. So I could tell you my favorite gaming moment was when I think I was young. I was like in probably fourth or fifth grade. I don't remember. But my brother's friend had a Nintendo, and he got this is an old school game. Some of you might know this game, is Turtles in Time, which is a Nintendo,
I've heard of it.
old Nintendo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. It's a side scroller. It's a beat 'em up, and there was like this perfect moment in the game where there was like the music was syncing with the punches, and we were all sitting around with controllers, all just like yelling at the game and like laughing and just like talking smack to a bunch of bots in the game. And it was like this perfect, like awesome moment where like we were all just like completely in sync and flowing. And it was cool. It was cool. And I don't have a lot of those moments, but that one stuck out for me. So Turtles in Time, go play with other people. And I think since then, my best gaming moments are with other people in a game, whether it's like, Halo, you're multiplayer, you're on a team, you're running around with people. It's that's the best.
Yeah, Turtles. I can attest. Turtles in Time. Great game. Wonderful game.
Good game. It still holds up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna skip over Sammy's next question, just in hopes that he comes on later, and I'm gonna move on to CK's question, which I have a great answer to because yeah, CK asked, "Do you play any virtual reality games? If so, have you hurt yourself?" Yes, I do play virtual reality games. No, I haven't hurt myself, but I do have a story. Paul, I don't think you play virtual reality, do you?
I do. So I
Oh, you
play.
do?
Yeah, and I have got hurt in one of them.
Oh, story time.
Well, it's not like um have you ever played Elfin Assassin?
No, I haven't. Is that on
Oh
Oculus?
man. Yeah, it's on Oculus. Oh man, it's crack. It's super addictive. It's just these waves of orcs coming at you, and you're an elf, and you have a bow staff, and you basically are just shooting them. So you're constantly pulling the bow staff back to shoot these arrows, and dragons are coming in, and you got to shoot them all. I'll get so into that game, like an hour will pass, and all of a sudden my arm is just killing me
Mm.
because I've been pulling it back so much. Just sitting alone, or not sitting alone, standing alone in the living room, just playing Elf and Assassin, and just my arm is so sore. And it's like the next day I'm like trying to type and everything, and I'm like, wow, this is very, very hard, but I did it to myself. So never like I never like tripped over anything and like, fell out a window onto a moving train, but I hurt myself.
Okay, so my story. I never really hurt myself, but if you count the scolding I got from my mom afterwards as hurting, then yeah, I guess. So I was playing. I have a PSVR, a PlayStation VR, and
Oh, nice.
virtual reality is a topic I want to. Sorry, sorry, excuse me. All right, so virtual reality is a topic I want to check back up on later on, and I want to get Miles Dyer on to talk about it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Um, but I have a PSVR and I was playing Vacation Simulator. And in Vacation Simulator, there's a volleyball minigame, and I was playing volleyball. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a 6'2" male, and my house, the ceiling is not very it's not very high. I've got a pretty low ceiling.
You live in a hobbit house, right?
It's close enough. It's a trailer, so close enough.
Okay. Okay, okay.
Surrounded by corn. Um,
Surrounded by court, yeah.
which isn't a joke because there's 3 cornfields around me.
Yeah. Basically, if you've never seen his house, picture the movie Signs, and you're on track.
But so I was playing this volleyball mini game, and it involves you jumping up and hitting a ball with your hands in the air. And where I was standing, there was my light was right there, and I punched my light, and it shattered. And yeah, my
Oh
mom wasn't too
no.
happy with me.
Oh no. How was your hand? Were you okay?
I mean, it had a cover over it, so like the cover. I hit the cover. The cover bounced up and hit the light itself and shattered the light.
Got it.
So all the shards fell into the um into the case. But yeah,
Wow. Oh man, you got lucky. I'm glad you didn't get more hurt than that. So, I think VR would be a great topic. Like, I have I have the Oculus 2, which I'm happy with. I mean, I hear a lot of people complain about it, but I'm like, you know, for kind of it's a great entry level VR system. I really like that you get to set the perimeter of your room. So when you approach that perimeter, it starts to show you reality, and it's like, hey, you're real close to the fireplace, just giving you a heads up. You can live whatever life you want, but you're getting close. So
yeah. So
it's very cool.
this is the thing that I'm going to talk about when I have my podcast on VR. But I've been
Nice.
seeing some of the ways that they're going to be doing the PSVR 2 for the PS5,
Mm.
and it's going to be so much better.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I will talk about the flaws and the flaws and the advantages, or not the advantages, the goods and the bads of the PSVR 1, and then I'll be talking about how they're going to be making it better.
Nice. That's
Um,
awesome.
Next week, though, I'm going to try and get Callie Fabro.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to try. She's usually pretty busy.
She's a busy woman.
If I can't get her, I don't know who I'm going to get. But since Sammy left because he was on his phone call, so let's just go answer his other question while he's not here. Sammy's other question, he'll probably watch the replay so he can get the answer to it. What is one person that you wouldn't like to play or play games with you that is famous? One person that I mean, you, Sammy. I would not want to play video games with you.
Wait, somebody famous that I would not want to play video games with?
I think that's what it says. Like it was kind of confusing. What is one
That's a very
person that you wouldn't like to play games with you that is famous?
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, I don't know if I
Okay.
can count Sammy as famous, so I'll have to change my answer.
He's pretty, he's in certain circles very famous. In other circles, not at all. Um, Boy, somebody famous I wouldn't want to play with. That's a great question. Boy, I would say, I'm trying to think of a comedian that I feel like I feel like playing with a comedian might be hard because I feel like
I don't think I'd want to play with Gabriel Iglesias. Like, I definitely want to meet
interesting.
him, but I don't think I'd want to play video games with him because he's had a couple. I got what do you would you call them skits, or he's had a he said a few times that he's just not very good at them, and his son Frankie, is it Frankie? I think it's Frankie. His son
Okay.
is tries to get him to play, but he's really bad.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. I can't think of any. I mean, I think it'd be fun to play. Yeah, I can't think of anybody. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'd say CK. I'd say we all know CK, super famous,
Mm-hmm.
but I just feel like, you know, I feel like here's the problem playing with CK. I feel like I'd be so good and I'd beat her in the games that it would really harm a friendship. Like she
Yeah.
would just be
Mm-hmm.
so demoralized by just being crushed in a game that she'd be like, "Well, I can't. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Every time I hang out and talk to you, I'm just gonna have those terrible memories of being decimated in in the game." So I'd say CK. Yeah,
All right,
fact.
that's a good one. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Does anybody else in chat have questions? Anybody at all? You can ask about video games, or you can ask about just our personal lives. I prefer you to be video games, but you can ask. Quill,
Anything's on the table, guys. What do you want to know? It's an AMA.
except for what Quill said. Quill's not allowed.
It's an interview that turned into an AMA.
Quill asked how his baby made. Well, when a mommy and daddy love each other very. No, I'm just joking.
Doesn't have to be mommy and daddy. Just two people. Two people.
Yeah, that's
Late at
true.
night making mistakes, early in the morning, afternoon. It don't matter. But people doing things. Quill, now you know. And that's the lesson for the day.
Yeah. So Quill says, "Wait, I'm daddy." We do call Quill Daddy Quill.
Okay. Well,
So it's close enough.
there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Um, Paul, do you have any questions for me?
For you, Austin, I don't have any questions. This has been a ton of fun. I've really enjoyed this. I've been so interested in answering the questions and just thinking about the worlds. I haven't thought of any questions.
I honestly haven't either.
Yeah.
I just don't want
No, this
this.
has been cool.
I just don't want this to end. So I'm
Yeah,
actually.
it's a fun, interesting topic of like the worlds.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is neither one of us brought up Mario Brothers, which I figured at least one of us was probably
See,
going to bring up Mario Brothers.
so I thought about it, but like in a world where a princess could just get kidnapped at the, any point in time, I don't want to be in that world.
That's true. That's true. Oh man, that security is garbage. She is always getting kidnapped.
And
What a
like you just go to a castle that said that the princess could be there, and then you just have a mushroom telling you that she's in another castle.
yeah. But I think it would be fun to like eat a mushroom and then get really, really big and then be able to go back to regular size.
I
You
mean,
know,
if you eat enough mushrooms, you can get pretty really big.
yeah. I mean, that's what a fun experience.
And I'm sure
And
people, I'm sure there's some poisonous mushrooms out there that can make your face really big.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful what you're eating out there, everybody. Important lesson for today. CK says she's going to study for next week's podcast. Yeah, CK, go study. Know every game. So next week you'll be like, oh yeah, Dead Space. Oh yeah, Gears of War. I know all this.
Well, that's what I want to achieve with these podcasts is not only to give the younger generation some kind of um just some kind of entertainment, but I also want to help the older generation, not calling you old, CK. I want to help the older generation just know more.
Huh? What's that? Back in my day, there was Pong. Or we just wrote notes to each other on a piece of paper
What if I
and then
just
folded it up.
had a
Yeah.
whole podcast about Pong? You think I could do that?
A deep, you know what? I bet somebody in some college class has written a very long essay on Pong and what it means about humanity and what it says that we're drawn toward. You know what? I bet there's somebody out there who's written lots and lots of words on it. Um, you know what would be an interesting, just an idea like down the road when like your internet works better and everything, which isn't a shot. I'm just saying that when it does, what would be interesting is for you to play some of these games that we talk about here on on a live stream.
Yeah, I once I get better internet, definitely that's something I want to do.
Yeah, like we play Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh yeah, we'd live there. We would not want to live there. So yeah,
Not
just
want to
run around the
live and get
world.
tuberculosis, but
Nope, that's horrible. So yeah,
okay. Well,
thanks,
I,
man. This was
I
fun.
yeah, I think this is a good place to end it.
This was awesome. This is a great time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Quill. Thank you, CK. Thank you, JV. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Who am I forgetting? Thank you, Marcus. I'm so sorry, Marcus.
Hmm.
Forgive me.
You guys, thanks
Thank
for
you,
hanging out with
Marcus.
us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank all you guys for hanging out with us tonight. That was awesome.
This is the biggest outcome that I've had, and I just got to say thank you guys. This was amazing. Just having the five of you listening really means a lot to me. And everybody watching on YouTube, thank you also. You're also amazing. We said at the beginning of at the beginning of the video, but we're going to say it again. Top link in the description, the link to my Discord. You can be part of the discussion. You can watch these live every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Those of you watching after I premiere this, I try and get these and people in Discord right now. I try and get these premiered every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. But a lot of the times I have internet issues or technical issues, so it doesn't work out that way. But I try and get them every Sunday, 3 p.m. And then we're live every Saturday at 9 p.m., both Eastern Time.
Yeah, and if you're listening and you're like, oh, it seems pretty fun to jump in, it's a lot of fun jumping in the Discord, just hanging out and talking with everybody. So yeah, jump on in.
And we have more than just the podcast in the Discord. We have, there's a really good community. We have great moderators that will help you. Marcus is pretty new to Discord, and we've been trying to help him learn. So if you don't know anything about
Nice.
Discord, that's fine. We have a wonderful mod team that will help you learn
Nice.
how to use it. Okay.
Cool.
So, Mr. Burke, thank you.
Man, thank you.
Tell Scribs I said hi.
I will. She's gonna be thrilled. She's gonna be thrilled with the her her pixel art. That's so great.
Yeah. It was something I wanted to do, and wasn't sure how I was gonna do it, because usually when I make my pixel art, I just look at another image to get like an idea of what to do, and I didn't think any game had cats as pixel art.
Mm.
And then it dawned on me, James has been playing Chrono Trigger, and he got me to start playing Chrono Trigger, which is a old Japanese role playing game, JRPG, for the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that thing is like people have loved that game for years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's got
Yeah, yeah.
cats, so I just took one of their cats and
Oh,
added
nice.
color to it, added different colors.
Nice. Very cool.
So, thank you, Paul. Thank you
Hmm.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Have a good night,
everybody.
man.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody in chat right now. Thank you, everybody in YouTube chat. I will probably say that again when I watch the premiere with you guys. Um, so, yeah. Paul, you have any last words?
No, thanks for hanging out, everybody, listening, and loved it. Super fun. Can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah. Um, so, thank you, everybody. Remember, be the best you that you can be. Peace out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Hello. This is Austin. After the fact. After everything else happened. You know, just to come and tell you about some awesome, cool features that you can get if you subscribe to my Patreon, which I believe is the second link in the description. I think so. Could be wrong. It's down in the description. Subscribe to my Patreon, and you get a bunch of different. You can get a variety of different perks and rewards for just helping out. There is a tier that you can just that's just for general support. You can just say, "Hey, I want to help out Austin. He's a great guy." I'm not, but I'm just joking. I'm a pretty cool guy. If you want to just say, "Hey, I want to help out Austin. Austin's an amazing person," but you don't really want to spend much, there is a $1 per month Patreon that's just general support. It just means you're helping me out. I would greatly appreciate it. Just that is fine enough for me. I don't expect any of you to go out of your way. I don't expect you to get even that. Just I'm asking. This is just for me. It helps me keep the channel running. Helps me keep doing what I'm doing. And it also helps me keep my phone bill running. The first tier is called just a participation trophy, and you get a little medal. Second tier is the bronze trophy. You get the bronze roll on Discord. You get a Patreon shout out, because I will start shouting out my Patreons, my Patreon patrons, after every live. And you get access to the private community the private Discord community that I have. Silver trophy, you get the silver roll on Discord. You get a Patreon shout out as well. You get the private community, and then you also will get live Q&As. And these live Q&As are going to be Q&As just about me, not about video games, not about anything else. It's just what it is about me and about anything you want to talk about. And if you get the silver trophy, bronze trophy is $5 a month. Silver trophy is $10 a month. You get live Q&As, and you get the unedited videos, so you get the before and after bonus stuff that I edit out. And then if you pay $15 a month, you get the gold trophy, which you get a Patreon shout out, private community, live Q&As, unedited videos, the gold roll on Discord, and you get exclusive voting power. So what the exclusive voting power is I will set up something on the Discord and just say, do you want to do what should I do for my next live stream? And I'll have this option, this option, this option, this option, and you guys get a vote on what the next thing is going to be. That's only if you pay $15 a month, though. Something else that I'm going to be adding to the silver trophy and gold trophy. The silver trophy and the gold trophy get exclusive bonus content after every live stream. I will have an unedited clip of me talking with a couple of my friends, whether it be the person that was on the live that I was live with, or if it's the people in the audience, I will just pull a couple people on. We'll have a bonus content. We'll just talk about random things, and it's just a fun time. And we get hilarious. So join if you want to. That's $10 a month. That's all you have to pay. So I guess that's $10 is quite a bit. I don't know why I said that's all you have to pay, but it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys help out, if you support the channel. Again, not necessary. I totally understand if you don't want to support, but again, it'd be greatly appreciated if you supported. Thank you guys. You guys are all amazing. Be the best you that you can be. Peace out. Catch you guys next time. See you guys.